Let's try UK.
I've always seen people mix it up, but how do you eat it?
I mean, in North Korea, we don't have this dish, just coming up with the icy beef.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in South Korea, people mix all of it. So, how you eat it? Like,
I don't. I'm open. I want to try the North Korean way.
Oh,
so
really?
I don't care. I don't care. However.
I mean, we can just try like this.
Okay.
And have one. And this. And I'll just go with like this.
All right, let's do that. Do you like this pear?
Yeah, I do like that. This pear. This pear is really expensive in North Korea.
Oh,
it's come from China, no South Korea. So in North Korea, we don't have this pear.
Oh, it's
More like skinny, wavy pear.
like 미국 style.
Yeah, Miguk style pear. And I actually like Miguk style pear.
Yeah, those are good
better.
too.
Yeah,
They're
because
violet.
I get used to it. And this one is like more Chinese and more fancier. A little expensive.
I think the American style pear is kind of more like an apple. And then this is more so juicy and super sweet and like more water content. So it's almost like watermelon. Yeah. That's good.
It's really good. Tastes like raw beef. It then tastes like what's that called? Popsicle. Like in North Korean, like this is like more popsicle style.
Ah, yeah. It's because it's frozen, right?
Frozen, yeah. But this one is like more feels like
Fresh.
beef.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can feel the beef.
I feel like I can taste the pepper they put in there. It's nice.
Oh, really? They have pepper? Oh, yeah, the
Pepper.
pepper.
And 후추.
Huchu.
This mandu is huge. I was not expecting that. I thought they would be
they're
small.
very smaller, like half.
Yeah.
But in North Korea, like mandu is more thicker. This flour is like more thicker.
Ah, the mandu pea.
Yes,
is thicker.
mandu peat is thicker, but this is really thin, and I love thinner ones.
Oh, so do you have a lot of memories of making mandu then?
Yes,
Oh,
like
that's
we
really
have
cool.
Chinese culture because in our North Korea is communism country, so we have we learn a lot of culture from China. So like it's like a lot of Chinese food mix and stuff. So sometimes we put 동전, like the money,
yes.
inside of the mandu. So that's Chinese culture.
Oh, I've never
but
heard
we
of
had that.
So you
North
put that
Korea.
in, and whoever finds that one is like the
Yeah,
lucky
that's
one?
the luckiest one.
We have that same thing, but with cake.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we take the tonjon, the coins, and we wrap them in like kitchen wrap, and then we stick them in the cake, like on the kid's birthday. And so if you get the money, then you're like the lucky.
You're luckiest one?
Yeah.
Let's try mandu.
Okay, mandu. It's a little bit so huge. Wow. So you don't dip your mandu in the sauce at all? Soy sauce?
No.
안 찍어요?
Sometimes.
I only dip it when it's like steamed. If it's fried, I don't. Like pan fried, I love pan fried more than steamed.
It's like more crunch.
Yeah, I like that crunchy.
It's so good.
Mm.
It's like more garlic taste.
I like the sprouts in there. There's definitely a difference from like if you buy the frozen mandu and then the fresh.
Fresh one. I
Not
used to
good.
live with the white family,
Yeah.
so they don't like MSG at all.
Oh.
And they don't eat beef and like they're vegetarian.
Ah.
So it was really hard for me to stay with them. Like
Yeah.
they're vegetarian and I'm eating meats.
Yes.
In North Korea, even in North Korea, I eat meat. Very low class, like very poor people, they cannot afford like beef and pork and like other meat. But like middle class and high class, it depends on their situation. They eat like once a week, twice a week. So they cannot eat every single day because it's really expensive. In winter time, close to winter time, like September, October, we have we buying like one ton of cabbage. So we make the kimchi. So it's like 2 or 3 dok. Do you know like the traditional dok? Like put the kimchi inside and then like we do that too in North Korea. So most of main dish is kimchi. So you can fry it, you can make a soup, and you just do it everything with the kimchi.
Oh, so kimchi is really like in North Korea. Kimchi is like the center of the meal, really.
Right.
Wow, that's so
Right,
cool. And every family does their own kimchi.
Right.
What are like supermarkets like there?
Supermarkets, like mostly women sell all the things like food, and there's a food section and fish section. Like for me, like I live nearby ocean, so there's a lot of fish.
Oh.
So like a lot of women selling different sections. Like
Not men selling?
men's are mostly go to the military for 10 years. So,
For 10 years?
Yeah.
That's a really long time.
So, or like men's are just staying home. Mostly women do the business and they go to work. Like men's, they work at the what's that called? At the company, but like they don't pay much. So some men's they just some people. I mean, some house they're middle class. They pay for the work. Like here, I'm North Korean, but I don't want to work and I'm sick. So here's the money, and they just paying for high level of like company person, and they pay for like I cannot work. They make excuses.
Oh, that's so different than here.
You must have to like join the groups, otherwise they are like fine you.
So they basically pretend that they're working so that they
Right.
don't get in trouble?
Right, you have to be like in a group.
Oh.
Yeah, otherwise like they're fine you, or they calling them to come to the police office.
So the women are out selling the food. So if you go, is it mostly like 시장 style, like or market style?
Right, 시장 style.
So it's not really like here where there's like supermarkets and stuff. Then it's more like 시장.
More 시장 style. Yeah.
There's no like factory made food. Then everything's homemade.
Homemade.
Oh,
Yes.
that's really healthy.
But well, you don't know what they're putting.
Oh.
Yeah. Right?
Oh, that's kind of bad.
So you don't know what they're putting, and like also you don't know what they're like. They don't explain. We just taste. So for example, like one woman selling mandu and then you selling another mandu.
Yeah.
So different taste because
Right.
different hand taste.
Oh. In North Korea, do people like travel around the country much? Because I know they're not really supposed to go outside the country.
Yeah, Pyongyang is the capital, and
Okay.
all the Kim's family they lives there. So it's really hard to get into the city because you have special permission. So you go to police station and then you tell them like, oh, I'm going specific reason and going there for like, for example, visiting my cousins in Pyongyang. So I'm going there for these days and I will come back.
Is that only if you're going to Pyongyang, or is that anywhere? If you want to go anywhere, you have to report to tell.
Yeah, anywhere you go, like you report.
So-
And even so, for example, you live, you're from Canada,
Yeah.
right? So you're from Canada and you come to like my place, and I told the leader, the household leader, and then tell them like, oh, she's here with me these days until. And they recording every single things, and even you go like under place, you talk with them. You talk with the police station like,
Right.
oh, I'm going this days, and then I'll return this day, and then I'm going Pyongyang for this reason. So.
So everything is really controlled. It
Yeah,
sounds like.
everything is control.
For a foreign person to hear that, that makes me feel like 답답해요. Like
yeah, very
so.
답답해. Yeah. And like sometimes they don't give you stamp right away. So like sometimes you have to pay for it.
Oh.
because you go to Pyongyang, like Pyongyang is a city, so
Yeah.
like the policeman station, like they know this person had money to go to Pyongyang, so they say like, oh, let's see, maybe 15 days later, and then they say like, oh, no, I really need to go these days. And then here's the, you know, they're bribing, how you say?
Bribing.
Yeah,
Wow.
bribing to police. And in North Korea, it's really basic for bribing like to people.
Oh, so that's really common.
Very common. Bribing is very common. It's not easy to live in North Korea.
Wow.
I mean, I was kid, so I don't have much to worry about because I have family and my house was well off in the middle class, so I wasn't have that much struggle.
Yeah.
But like other families, they having such a hard time and
Oh my God.
having terrible time in North Korea even now these days because they don't know how to escape.
I honestly, I can't imagine feeling that like imprisoned. It feels,
Yes, it is in a prison.
now that you're out of that, and then you go to somewhere that's, you know, free.
Yeah,
America.
somewhere free, but like in my white family, like they're very controlling. Like I cannot able to have cell phone, and I cannot able to have laptop, and I only use the internet just 1 hour. So I feel like very 답답해
Why are they doing that?
because it's a family culture.
Yeah.
They're like
So they're the same with their own kids?
yeah, right.
Okay.
Right, correct. So they think internet is not good for like kid, so they're cutting off all the internet.
Wow.
So like I feel like very 답답해 and I don't even have cell phone. So I was like, oh, like I know my foster mom and dad is a great and wonderful person.
Yeah, of
But like
course.
their rules are too hard for me, and I escape for like free country, and
Yeah.
why I have like still controlling me. And,
Yeah.
I mean I was a teenager, so like,
Yeah.
that's their way to protect kids. So I understand.
What about the food in America? Like that would have been a really huge change for you.
First thing I tried was fish burger because my foster family was vegetarian. So I eat the fish burgers, and I actually tried pizza in Bangkok because I was in a prison camp for like escaping to like US.
Okay.
So I tried the pizza there, and it was really good. And I don't have much favorite food, but like I like Italian pizza. I mean, no pizza. What's that called?
Pasta?
Like the red pasta, but that's not American food.
I'm not American, but whenever I think of American food, I always think about like Thanksgiving dinner, turkey dinner. Did you try that? Did you like
yes.
it?
I tried turkey one time. I feels like, wow, is this like geese? And I thought turkey is like the geese.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not.
Nope.
I love like the Christmas and Thanksgiving. In North Korea, we don't have those.
Oh.
Like we only celebrate like Kim's generation birthdays.
so
So, like in North Korea, you cannot express yourself much. Like you cannot put your name like Kim Jong-un. Like you cannot have same name. They want
right,
you to
right.
remove that name.
so like you can't have the same name as the leader.
No, no. Like all leader families.
So any of the names in the family, you cannot copy that name.
No,
Oh.
no. I mean, you can copy the haircut. Sorry.
What was an American food that you tried that you were like, this is so gross?
Hot dog.
You don't like hot dogs?
I do like hot dog, but there's just some like really bad hot dogs too. You know, so I feel like, oh, this is not tasty. It's like
Well-
very salty, super salty.
Yeah.
They just put like whole amount of salt,
Oh.
and then the just one, and then what's that called? Mustard, and like ketchup, and then when you bite it, and then the ketchup and mustard is a little bit salty too.
Yeah.
And then the what's that called? The hot dog is a super salty. So that was like really gross.
I totally get it though, because there's times when you try another culture's food and you're like, why would anyone eat this?
I mean, especially like US,
It's
put like
saltier there.
very, very salty.
Actually, that's true, because I have a friend that was like, oh, I'm gonna go get you some American pizza from the base, because the American pizza, like you've only been able to eat Korean pizza. I like Korean pizza. Anyway, but I tried it and it was so salty. I was like,
There's some hot dogs really good, but like if I have bad luck to trying the salty, hot dog, like I'm dead.
Yeah. 잘 먹었습니다. We tried so many foods at this North Korean restaurant here in Seoul. Wait a minute, who's paying for all of this? Come back soon for more content from Living in Korea. Bye!